if something happens tomorrow, and if I didn't choose this belief, God already knew this was going to happen, then what was this all for? Just to mess with Christians and just to give y'all a hard time? That's it?
Let me ask you this question. If God says, okay, he's not going to choose me,
Yeah.
so why create him? Then would the story have ever been played out?
No, it wouldn't have.
So would that have
But
been
I think
fair
that's,
for you?
well, I would say yes and no. God already knows the ending of the story, right?
I mean, but isn't that the same as I'm just going to create people that love me?
No.
Wasn't the Garden of Eden, the perfect scenario? Like they were innocent.
If eating the fruit gave them knowledge of good and evil, that means they didn't have that knowledge before, right? That means God created them that way to not have that knowledge, and then they gain that knowledge. That would mean that it is possible God could create us that way without ever having knowledge of good and evil. Then that means that if the serpent tempted, why would God give us ignorance of good and evil, yet, number one, place evil right next to us, number one. And then number two, was it really the perfect place if a serpent like that was in there? Couldn't have been a perfect place, because then if we put in God's omniscience, how could he not know this was going to happen? You remember when your kids are young, say 4, 5, 6 years old, you put a plate of donuts in front of your kid and you said, don't touch them donuts. I'll be right back. What do you think is going to happen?
Oh, they're going to eat the donuts.
They're going to eat the donuts. Exactly. They're going to at least take a bite. Or they're going to powder over their mouth. There's going to be fingerprints in it. They're going to touch it. They're going to lick it. You know, they're not going to just let it sit there. They're going to do it. Now, is it their fault or is it ours?
I mean, I guess you could say that it's our fault in the regards of, you put it in front of them, and you'd put it. If you really didn't want them to have it, you'd put them on the high shelf